Welcome back, everybody, to Chicagoland garbage picking. We are headed back out in a rainy Wednesday morning. Unfortunately, we're going to be battling this rain all morning, but maybe there'll still be some decent stuff out there for us to grab. So let's go find out. Now, this is the kind of stuff that we're looking for on rainy days like this. It's a nice little patio chair. I would prefer if there was two. People tend to like pairs when it comes to this, but as long as this one's not cracked, we will throw it in the van. And I'm not really seeing any issues. Like this, it's just from a tree that should come off, no problems. These in the store are probably at least 30, 40 bucks each, so should be able to get 10 or 15 out of this one. Fish tanks are not something that I normally take. Obviously this one is heavily cracked, but because I don't know if they really actually hold water. It's hard to tell if they have a leak without filling them up with water, and I don't have a place to fill them up with water, but that's not the reason why I stopped here. The reason I stopped was to show you that propane tank. And if you have a second, I want you to look up Addison, Illinois propane tank explosion. There was a moving company or a mover or somebody, junk removal, I don't know what he was doing, but he had a propane tank in his back of his box truck, and he was driving down a road just like this with houses on it, and it exploded. So if you got time, again, that's Addison, Illinois propane tank. It'll come up on, the news in Chicago here, but it's something to very be careful if you're out doing this trash picking, grabbing grills, whatever. Make sure you don't take the propane tank, because I will never take a propane tank. I've only had them in the van when I'm helping people move, but I don't want any part of them anymore. In between these trash cans, there is a trampoline that I wanted to check out. This appears to be off, but could that just go back on? Yeah, but I think that it's broken here, so we're gonna have to pass on that one. This is actually a nice trampoline if you're out doing this. This also got some duct tape down there, so this would have been a no-go either way. But if you're out trash picking and you see these trampolines, and they're not just the regular little tykes, which also sell fine. People really like buying trampolines on Facebook, so you should definitely be grabbing those. Also, side note, I don't have my video stabilizer on because I don't want it to get wet. So if the video is a little bit more shaky like they used to be, I apologize, but we'll get back to using the stabilizer, which is sitting right there, pretty soon. On a normal day, I'd probably be pretty excited about this because it looks nice, but I bet by getting rained on all morning, if it's real wood, it is definitely, I don't know if it's coming up there, but it's very bubbled, so that's going to be a no-go. Sometimes you get lucky on these and you're able to just kind of wipe the water right off the top if it's the older style. I don't know what the difference is in the making of the dressers, because this is real wood, or maybe it's just a veneer, and that could be what's going on. But nonetheless, we're gonna have to leave that, but it would have been a nice dresser. Some more wood furniture that's probably ruined, but we'll check it out anyway to make sure. I don't think any of this would have been probably even taken anyway. Let's see what's in this box. Nothing good. I wonder if the patio table was out here earlier and maybe a scrap guy got it. But none of this probably would have been taken anyway. This might have been interesting to look at. Looks like maybe it's for putting it above your toilet. This one looks pretty nice, but it's also missing a door, but I could have taken that door off and it would have been fine. So nonetheless, this house will be something to keep an eye on as it's for sale, and maybe they'll be throwing more stuff out as the weeks go by. It's kind of interesting that they have like a patio door in the front like that. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of weird. None of these other houses, maybe that one does over there too. It's kind of strange to me. Curious to see if there's anything in this bin, because that would be saved from the rain. On top of it, it looks like we have a saw of some sort. Looks appeared, maybe this is for if I had to guess, and I have no idea, this maybe is for like clay. Definitely not anything like cut wood or anything crazy like that, but let's see. And then that kind of looks like maybe the clay remnants. I could be totally off. If you know what kind of saw that is, let me know. But let's find out if this is an empty bin or if there's something in it. Well, it's not empty, but there's really nothing that good in there. Let's see, we got some blankets, some knee pads, so nothing there. But again, looks like there might be clay or whatever remnants in there. Then we got some bent up tomato cages, so nothing there for us yet again. Here's another thing that is good on a rainy morning like this in one of these kids' picnic tables. We'll check this one out, make sure that it is not cracked, which I do not see any issues with it. Unfortunately, it does not have the umbrella with it, but that's not the biggest deal of them all. So we'll take this along with us. This should be about, this is the premier one out of all these kids' picnic tables. So it's probably about, this is probably a $20 piece right here. I think back here are some planters, and they don't look to be in too bad of shape. So let's check these out. And they're actually not that bad. We got one, and then we got a double here. The double is missing some of the toppers, which is kind of unfortunate, but they're made by Vevor. They're actually pretty nice. I mean, they're probably self-watering with the way the bottoms look on that. Wish that the tops were all there, but I think that that's not gonna really kill the value. I think it's just not gonna help it at all, but I'll get you a better look at those. These are kind of actually really nice. This is a shoe shelf. Looks like we got a couple of them here. Release the side. Check this out. Is it broken or is it just off? It's gonna be the question. And I think it's just off. It just should go right back in. No problems there. Oh, it's kind of slippery to get. I think that that's good. So we have that one. I can look at it more after I just grab it. And then we got this one. But this one, that one might be all right too. But we'll just throw them in the van and deal with them later. But this right here is kind of nice too. What is this? Oh, it's broken. But it was kind of nice, like a little, I don't know, maybe put some cookies on it. That's what I'm thinking you do with it. But unfortunately, that's going to be trash now. And this is the last road to go down, and I'm not seeing anything here. So that's probably going to be our last find. I do have some bonus unrelated footage to throw here at the end. So if you want to stay tuned, you can see that. But other than that, that's going to do it for us trash picking. Cold?
Yeah, that's it.
Touch it? Yeah, it is cold.
Yeah.
Bubbles? Wait, it is really cold. And that's gonna do it for me here. Hope you enjoyed this little extra bonus footage of us here at the town center fountain. I really appreciate you watching, and if you enjoyed, please leave me a like and a comment. And if you enjoyed it a lot, hopefully you could subscribe if you have not already. I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys have a great day.